know the damage one ignorant Negro can do.
The day of the Geechee is gone, boy. And you going with it. We can't let nobody go on believing we all fools like you.
So there was a distress call for a number of treaties. Let me just all begin by telling you, one, the Library of Congress has digitized many of their records.
I'm gonna just shut my entire internet down.
Told
Hey,
you.
pull a plug on the internet.
Told you. I'm just here to let you know, researchers and potential researchers, most, if not all of it that is digitized online is free and accessible. So if you were to go to the Library of Congress and receive a copy, you would receive a copy of the same document anyway that is digitized online. Online, you want something about Southern Indian affairs. Here are the records. Told
Hey,
you.
pull a plug on the internet.
Voila. You can get them in PDF form and download. There was a distress call saying need a whole team to digitize these documents. Well, la-di-da, they're digitized, and all you'd have to do is print them out from the Library of Congress website. See the word Cherokees right there?
I'm gonna just shut my entire internet down.
You don't need to go around spending all this money. By the way, I am African, so you can scratch that off the list. I am talking to you. So you don't got to spend nothing. I'm going to show the rest of the world now to help you in your pursuits and help them in their pursuits. And I'm going to be here to help you research, because this is what New Black Knowledge does. You don't need to be alone, young man.
Hey, pull a plug on the internet.
You need some help? I'm going to let you know, slow down and calm down. They've already been digitized. Every document that you have mentioned is digitized. I'm not going to go through each one. People know where they can find the video and they can recall these. These are the Saka Fox Nation that you were curious about, and on their site, and you will find them other places, are the original documents you're distressed about.
Hey, pull a plug on the internet.
You can get these, by the way, if you think this is just a scan image, you can go and search online and find these treaties for free. The U.S. National Archives is in the process of digitizing all of the ratified Indian treaties, of which 19 were made with the Sauk and Fox people.
I'm gonna just shut my entire internet down.
Digitized for free. What are you paying for? What's the secret? Let's continue. There were questions about the agreements with the Cherokee tribes. Once again, the link is to help the Gullah Geechee, a West African descended people in America who need our support. The thing should be on the screen. If you appreciate me just trying to help you research. Here is the ratified treaty number 246 that was mentioned about the Comanche and the Alani and the Andarko and all the other nations, already digitized and transcribed for your consumption. What are you paying for?
I'm gonna just shut my entire internet down.
Now the rest of the world can help you in your pursuit, the call out you just gave, and they will know that most of what you claim to need help digitizing is in fact digitized, transcribed, and for free. What are you paying for? I'm just here to help the next generation of researchers realize that these things are not cost prohibitive, but indeed you do need to know how to research.
Pull a plug on the internet.
Let's continue on. Here is the Oneida treaty that was mentioned. And you too, friends, don't worry about it. This is just a picture, but oh no, because if you want to see the whole thing, once again, there's that name again, image. This image is via the Library of Congress, which means that the rest of it is likely on the Library of Congress site, digitized and ready for you to see for free. You're welcome, America. You too can make a succession of videos now that you have it and slice and dice the information to tell your story and get your hustle on. Next one. Here is the treaty between Texas commissioners and the Cherokee Indians, which you too can find online with the transcription next to it for free.
Hey boy, the nigga whole style is chump. You understand?
You need help with what? Exactly. You spent money on what? I'm showing all of them, and I paid $0 for any of it. I'm just here to help you research the other ones. Here, once again, copies right there for you, is the Treaty of Ghent that you mentioned, which is a very important one in American history, but still not a secret. It's an important American document already digitized and transcribed for consumption. This is registered in the United States National Archives, where information is now digitized.
I'm gonna just shut my entire internet down.
What are you paying for? Secret documents? Oh, you mentioned secret documents. We'll get to that one too. Next, you want information on Russia's involvement with California, I was told. Here we are. The records of the Russian American Fur Company. Here's the URL, folks, if you want it. And here is the mere PDF with all of the transcripts of the original 1824 and all that you see today of what's in the folders about Russia's involvement with California. Still not paying, not a secret. Here they are. I'm just here to help you and people who watch this video research. LOC.gov is your friend, and it's free.
Bruh.
You don't have to go to DC to see many, not all, of the documents. There was a statement about Harriet Tubman and her connection to Canada and how do they do that. Here is a historical point for you. Okay? And that is, there was a network of connections. So she did not have to know the straight route all of the time. Excuse me, let's just take the first time from where she left to where she was going, even if it included Canada, because there are people along the way. It was a network. Once she went once, she knew the route and conduct her own freedom runs, if you will. How does she know to go to Canada? Because in Canada lived a free Black community. Amongst its members were names like Josiah Henson. Harriet Tubman was around St. Catharines up in Canada. There is a whole Black community up in Canada, and the center of the Black settlement is in St. Catharines, as you can see, which was located 100 meters from Harriet Tubman's home. As a matter of fact, in Canada at the same time was a Black church named the Zion Baptist Church. Look up the name Anthony Burns. He probably has a Wikipedia page. He ran away and was in Canada before her. She knew that Black people were in Canada. And of course, as always, the AME Church is involved the whole way from down south to up north, wherever you're going, with the Underground Railroad, thus making a network. That's a little side note and a historical one for you when you want to deal with my people's history. Harriet Tubman being my people. So that's how they knew to go to Canada as a destination. I'm speaking measured on purpose. Once again, I'm just here to help you research.
I'm going to just shut my entire internet down.
Next one. Here is another Sioux Treaty. Big secret? No. Here we go. Right here. There you go. Primary. Want the transcription? You can get that too. Here is the Sioux Treaty available for free. Stop screaming. Stop screaming. You don't have to pay anymore. If you need help, Uncle Truth is here. Uncle Truth, the African, if you will. Since you want to know who the African is, I'll be the first to stand up and say I am.
First of all, you're gonna have to take them shoes off, bro.
Is here to help you. The African is lending support to you, buddy. Remember that. Your old team Kunta, as you call them, a point for this assist. That's that Sioux one again. This is the treaty with the Oneida, which surprisingly you had no idea how to pronounce or who the Oneida was, and they were a pretty big and popular nation. Why don't you know about your nations? The Oneida and the Tuscarora, as it's pronounced, were pretty big nations. You can find and read that online. This is from Yale, and you could most likely find the digitized version of the document.
Danny,
I'm here to help you research. Yes, my brother.
hey, while you on that site, what happens if you put African slave trade inside the national? What would come
Which one?
up?
The Library of Congress?
Yeah.
I'm just going to type slave trade.
Because,
How about
since
that?
this is the favorite source, what could possibly come up?
Well, available online are 551 of the 585 items that they speak of. And one Thomas Jefferson, obviously speaking on the abolition of the slave trade, and they use Thomas Jefferson in the Library of Congress and primary documents as a resource. So what he's talking about here could count as real according to their logic, no?
I'm going to just shut my entire internet down.
So what that means, to help you out, my brother, when it says African slave trade, and James Madison speaks of it in 1821, there was no more denial that the African slave trade did not happen, using the same methodology for research that they have. And I could go and print these out and tell you that I have copies of the original document mentioning African slave trade. Maybe they now will have tools to get through this. Hopefully somebody can talk that guy off the ledge. So, because it's very, very important that,
People that know this stuff.
Okay, listen to the plea.
That's not my problem. That's not my fault.
Oh, yeah, it's your fault now.
Got us and the people that's watching.
What you need?
I need help with these treaties.
Uh-huh. Uh-oh, see? Did we help him, gang? Everybody, how many people watching? Everybody say it with me. Did we help? Did we help? Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Uncle True, for helping him. He seemed in distress. Can I get one thank you from the audience? As a matter of fact, you know, support the movement. There we go. Did Uncle True come online and help someone in distress? Could it change the way that you even research along the way? Two things accomplished. Yes? Did it?
This is Dane Calloway.
Oh, who? I don't know. I don't know you, buddy. But you should sound like a distressed man. So I'm just here to help you. So I don't.
And look, I have congressional records that I paid.
Oh, there we go. So congressional records, folks, now you know can be found on what? The Library of Congress has congressional records. So when I tell you to go to LOC, which stands for Library of Congress.gov, guess what's going to be on that site, folks? Crazy thing to think about, right?
Paid a good amount of money for.
That's where you got Jux, and that's why I'm here to help you research. That's where the Jux was in. They saw you coming. If you paid for them, Uncle Truth is here to let you and the world know. If you want to be a researcher, holla at NBK. Go to the videos, check the methodology. You want the primaries? We deal with them. Here you go, folks. And here's where you can get them. You too can play along. This is therapy for you to heal you and save you a few dollars, because I don't want to hear you jokes or screaming on the internet you need help with this ever again.
And I need sources.
I gave you the sources. I ran through about 10, 12 of them that you need them. Rewind the video. You got them. Rewind the video.
I need help with this stuff.
That's what Uncle Truth is here for. Don't you go around pulling the plug it back in. The cable guy's here. You plug it in and the connect is here. You see how that works? You going around unplugging it, plug it back in. The cable guy's here to help your connection.
Wait a minute.
No, you wait a minute and hold this L.
NBK way is NBK all day. NBK way is NBK all day.